Hey guys.
The Jersey grandfathers of deathcore are back with a new song fit for an autopsy with the track Hellions, whatever. That should be the name of the song. Hellions, whatever. Whatevs. They announced that they have a mini album, which is kind of like an extended EP or a short format LP. You decide. 6 new songs coming out in April on Nuclear Blast. So, and this is one of the tracks.
Yeah.
And obviously we're here for it because these guys, the best.
I mean,
best people and best musicians creating some of the best music.
I crave their songs, dude.
They were the band that opened the doors of deathcore as a genre for me personally.
Same.
Because I was pretty much on the periphery, and I don't mean the band. I was pretty much on the periphery of the genre, and these guys were the ones that said, the door is open, please come in. And I did. And I'm yet to come out.
They parted that Red Sea.
They definitely did. All right. And we've seen these guys live like multiple times. Every time they've come to Toronto, we've been at their show.
Yeah.
So, anyhow, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's fucking do it. Let's go. This shit was filthy, man. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. That shit was filthy, filthy, filthy all the way through. And I love the topic of the song. It's Hellions. Now we know.
Now we know.
Anyways, I love the topic of the song and I love their take on it.
Damn.
What do you got to say?
Fuck, that was, I mean, I wasn't expecting anything less. But I enjoy the...
This was fucking meaty, though.
Very meaty. But I gotta say, the chorus is really what's got me. I mean, usually in their choruses, they kind of lighten up a bit, and they go with the more screaming...
Not this time around.
Well, now they do this, where they go with the more screaming cleans.
This was more vintage.
More vintage, but it did have... Even though the chorus didn't lighten up, the chorus is... That siren sound for the chorus, it did have a tint of what they'd been doing now. So... It was vintage with a little bit of, recent seasonings, if you will. And I really enjoyed that chorus because it would be very hard to take a song this meaty and just, without a segue to get it to one of those choruses that they normally do. So I think the chorus is perfect with that siren in the background, and then it kind of going back to being meaty, even though it didn't really step off the gas. It was almost like one toe came off the gas, pinky toes up, and then went back down.
I agree. One thing I noticed about this song from the get-go that made me think about the band in general, in the sea of repetition and copycatting that it is that
Tragic Thieves.
I could have done that. Fuck, I missed opportunity.
Technically, because they're copycatting. They're the Sea of Tragic Thieves.
Yeah, I missed...
They don't copy it well.
I missed an opportunity. But anyways, in the world of the genre of deathcore, that I find sometimes a lot of bands just kind of copy whatever's popular at the time, and everybody kind of copies. It's really hard sometimes to see the forest from the trees. These guys have a guitar tone that the moment you press on a Fit for an Autopsy song, I don't care what song it is, you press play on a track, the moment that guitar hits, the first note on that guitar, you're listening. You may not know the song, but you're listening to Fit for an Autopsy.
It's unmatched.
It's like there's no other band in the genre that has that guitar sound. No other band.
Which I also find funny. A lot of bands that go.
And I love it. By the way, I'm not saying that they have that sound and whatever. I fucking love it. It's so piercing at times. It has such a strong odor. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, if you're listening to Liquid Metal and they're doing, who's that riff or what's that riff, that part of the contest, you play 1 second of a fucking riff. You may not know the song once again, which would still get you eliminated, but at least you get the band. It's so them. They've been able to hone it and made it that sound their own.
Something that can't be theirs. Duplicated. I mean, you have all these new deathcore bands coming in trying to be, the next Lorna Shore.
A lot of that is happening.
A lot of it's happening. But they
the scene that happened when Ginger broke into the scene and they became massive.
Ginger.
Now,
I'm not saying those bands are bad. Most of them are pretty good too, because you're copying something that's already good, and if you can copy it well enough, it's not going to sound bad.
But if you ask them, because I've asked a few people, and not directly, but I asked it, like you can read between the lines, and they said, "Well, we're not copying. We're just it's hard not to be influenced by somebody that you listen to." Yeah, but it's also easy for you to be playing it and saying, "Fuck, this sounds like Lorna Shore. Let me not do it." You know what I mean?
Let me change it in a way where it can still be Lorna Shore inspired, but be something completely different.
Yeah.
Now, that happens now. But where's my copy of Fit for an Autopsy?
What do you mean your copy?
Where's my people inspired and copying to the point where if I listen to that song, I get that Fit for an I get to the point where it's like, why not just listen to Fit for an Autopsy? You don't do that because they have such a sound that's what?
It's not. No, I agree. I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, okay.
They have not only they have the sound, they have the guitar players to pull off that sound. They have a crazy drummer that's outstanding
and a very versatile
vocalist. They have certain tools, and then they're
not easy to come by.
They have certain tools. They have people in their camp that other people don't have. Let's put it that way. That other people look up to those people when they want to do their records and like, hey, can you come help me produce my record? So they have like a really good cast of characters in the band and like around them, surrounding them. And they've been able to fine tune that DNA that's fit for an autopsy. And I think, you know, a lot of bands may copy the style of other bands, but to copy the tuning and the sound and the essence, that you don't see as much. And I'm glad that you don't, because that would be horrible. But these guys, like I said, that's the moment this song started. I could have been taking a shit reading the fucking
with noise canceling headphones, and then I feel the thump, and I'm like, it's fit for an autopsy playing.
No, and you hear that dun, 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 like that guitar sound that goes wow, like
anything.
It's them.
They have that Amon Amarth type thing where you can hear the riff and you know it's Amon Amarth. Except for the.
But the Amon Amarth is the chug. These guys, it's not the chug. But I know what you're saying. I just wanted to mention that because it's so present. It's such a big part of who they are, and I fucking love it.
It's also something that can't be duplicated. So it's.
And then they have those sucking your own dicks breakdowns and heaviness that you just fucking like. Oh, I'm almost there. If I lose 10 pounds, I maybe get there.
And then you get there, and then it hits even heavier, and you're like, fuck it, balls too. Like,
exactly.
That's just the type of mood.
I have no gag reflex. Fucking go for it. God damn, these guys are a crazy good band. Crazy good band. And this track is fucking meaty from beginning to end. There was no pauses. There was no cleaner vocals. There was no slowing it down.
But it didn't need it.
No,
they've done that. But
you know what this song remind me of? Black Mammoth.
No.
Hold on. Can I finish?
Yeah.
Black Mammoth is about nature, the environment, and what people are doing to the environment. This one is about religion and you being stuck in that cult of religion. From a topic point of view, the two songs hit hard.
Yeah.
It's balls deep. Like, we're not holding back.
They're heavy hitters.
They're heavy hitters because it's almost
it's something real.
It's social, has a social impact. And that's one thing that I love about this band. They're not afraid of talking about topics like that.
Topics.
You know what I mean? I remember back, I think this was before the pandemic, when they had the fires in Australia. You know, the fires that were burning through everything. These guys threw merch up on their website. And if you bought the merch, the money was going towards helping, you know, the people there and animal rescues and all of this shit. I picked up a couple of shirts because I believe in the cause. And I love bands that put their money where their fucking mouth is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So many bands these days, hashtag social awareness. Fuck the hashtags. Put your fucking money where your mouth is. These guys have done that. You know what I mean? So I compare the two. I'm not comparing them sound-wise. I'm not comparing them that they sound the same or they're similar. I'm comparing them in terms of the social awareness and the topics that they're going with, and pushing those topics forward and letting people know this is where we stand on these specific topics. Sometimes bands want to stay away from that kind of shit. These guys are not afraid of, and I really enjoy that. So that's when I said this reminded me of Black Mammoth. That's why it reminds me of Black Mammoth.
Sound-wise, for me, it's not.
No, but I'm talking about from
impact-wise,
from a topic point of view, and just not holding back and coming forward with it, and being. You don't have to read it between the lines.
It's there.
There's no reading between.
It's
It's there. So from that point of view, the two songs have similarities to them. Both songs are meaty too.
Yeah.
Both songs are meaty. So that's all I wanted to say about that. Yeah, boys. Fit for an autopsy.
Definitely gotta check
the mini album.
The mini album, yeah.
I just think mini album. This is like kind of pregnant, you know. It has 6 songs, so technically two more than what an EP would normally have. And 2 less than what a full album would normally have. I mean, why not just throw an intro and an outro and call it a full-length record?
That's true.
I don't know. I feel like they're trying to be cool. They don't need to try to be cool. They're already cool. You guys are already fucking cool. You don't need to try to be. Just you are. So, anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoy this Fit for an Autopsy. And keep in mind, it's coming out in April. I can't remember the dates, but it's coming up like first half of April. Check out their social media. They'll have the dates and the pre-order links, all of that shit. It's coming out on Nuclear Blast. I don't get a fucking dime, and I don't want a dime from it. I just want you guys to buy their music, support this band, so that they can continue to go on tours and create great fucking music. And Joe doesn't have to cut as many hairs as he does now. There, I said it.
He could just sit home on Twitch.
He could just manage the barbershop.
That's true. I feel like that's his goal one day.
And just Twitch in the back.
Twitch in the back. He should Twitch his barber stuff. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't.
I don't know. I'm not on Twitch.
Maybe,
I don't
he
Twitch.
He should do that. He should Twitch him, cutting hair and stuff like that. It would be under the just talking category.
Is that a category on Twitch?
Yeah.
I have no fun.
Where you just interact with the chat.
Oh.
But he would be interacting while he's cutting hair.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I think it's an amazing idea.
I don't know, man. I don't have hair, so I'm not the one to talk. But.
And then he uses people's heads as microphones when he wants to do like a
mic check.
No,
a guy with a fro.
Like on his thing, he did like a vocal playthrough of what's it called? Fuck, I can't remember. Your pain is mine. So maybe he can do that, but with someone's head.
All right, I think you're stretching it. Anyhow, guys.
I'm just giving him ideas, man.
Sometimes your ideas are better not be given.
But listen.
Like, I've said this once and I'll say it again. You missed a great opportunity to be quiet. So, anyhow...
You miss 100% of the chances you don't take.
That is true. And I 100% agree with 90% that you said.
Whatever.
All right. On that note, guys, we'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.